Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Strength Circus. Today, as you can see, I am at home. I haven't been feeling the best. I just had a really sore throat and some clogged sinuses. I think because this weather change just got cold so quick, so I didn't want to go to campus today. I felt it'd be better that I stay in the comfort of my home, but I did still want to bring you guys a workout for today's Strength Circus class. So thank you for joining me in this afternoon's workout. My name is Sam, if you guys don't know already. And today's class will be a full body circuit, so working upper body, lower body, and the core. Today's workout is similar to the one on today's Wednesday, on Monday. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be doing pretty similar workouts per week. Each week they will change. So we'll do the workout from Monday this afternoon. So if you aren't already, stand on up. Make sure you do that area check. Make sure you aren't going to hit anyone or anything around you. Today I will be using a set of dumbbells for today's workout. If you have any weight at home or at the gym or a household object, you can grab that. If not, we do have the option of doing this workout with our body weight. Also, be sure that you have your water handy. We are going to start by warming up, so just getting that body moving. And we're going to start by marching in place. Bringing the knees up high, pumping the arms. So opposite knee with opposite arm. Crunching that stomach in, squeezing the core. Deep breaths. Nice and easy here. Next, we're going to bring the heel back, kicking our lower glute, bringing the knee out here. So feeling this warm-up stretch in the quads and our knees. Taking this straight into a jog in place. Picking up that pace just a bit. Bracing our core. Chest is nice and open. Taking deep breaths. That heart rate is going to get up. Let's go into some jumping jacks. So jumping up nice and high. Deep breath. If you'd like to do a side-to-side step here, then that is an option as well. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Slowing it down. We're going to go into our elephant stretch. One heel out, scooping the ground, and coming to the ceiling. Alternating sides. Feeling the stretch in our knees, the hips and the glutes, and the hamstrings. Deep breaths. One more here. Big scoop and straight up. Going into some arm circles next. Big circles back. Palms facing outwards here. Warming up the shoulders, the chest, and the arms. And let's go forwards. A bit more upper back. Deep breaths. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Taking that arm across. Big squeeze. And alternate. One more each side. Last one here. Next up, we're just going to do some air squats. So feet a bit wider than shoulder width. We're sitting back into our hips. Chest is nice and open. Coming up, squeezing our glutes. Warming up the hips. Activating the glutes and the legs. Getting the knees warmed up as well. So we're just nice and controlled here. Inhale down. Exhale up. Going at whatever pace we're comfortable with. Give me 3 more here. Deep breaths. Sitting back into the hips. Last one. Last but not least, we're gonna do some forward lunges with a twist. So here we're lunging forward, twisting, back to center. Let's go. Nice and controlled, finding our balance in this lunge. Make sure our step isn't too wide. We're controlling ourselves down. That front foot is nice and flat. Just a little twist. Warming up the torso, the lower body here. Give me one more each side. Twist, back to center, and last one. Alrighty guys, that was our warm-up. Hopefully we're feeling a bit looser, a bit ready to add some weight on or to get into our movements. Grab yourself some water if you'd like to, or maybe turn that fan on if you'd like to. As always, it is a circuit style class, so we'll go through about 5-6 movements back to back, and then we will repeat it. By all means, get water as you need it. I won't be getting many water breaks. I'll be talking about our movements, but while I'm talking a whole bunch, like now, you guys can take some deep breaths and get some water. We're gonna get into our circuit in just a few seconds. Alrighty guys, first movement here, we're gonna go into our squat to press. One of my favorite movements for working the whole body. Nice and functional. So we're gonna grab our weights. If we have them, we're gonna place them on our shoulders here. We can either use both of them or just have one weight at chest. And here we are gonna be in our squat position. Feet are a bit wider than shoulder width. Nice and flat, sitting back into the heels and the hips. We're squatting down. On the way up, pressing the weight directly to the ceiling and back down to our shoulders. So we're gonna be here for 40 seconds. Squatting and adding in that press if we'd like to. 40 seconds and let go. We're sitting back into the hips. Quicker up, pressing to the ceiling. Make sure the back stays nice and flat. We're squeezing the glutes as we press the weight overhead. Nice and controlled. Halfway there. Working the lower body, the legs and the glutes, the core, and our shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Controlling that weight back down. Next up, we've got a single arm movement with our dumbbell snatch. Here, weight is starting in our right hand. We're hanging it through our legs. Legs are in that squat stance, so feet stay nice and flat, about a bit wider than shoulder width. We're sitting back into our hips, letting that weight go through our legs, into our squat. On the way up, snatching that weight all the way to the ceiling, and back down. Trying to keep that weight close to our torso. Down, up the torso, and snatch it up. We like to meet at our checkpoints, so meet at our shoulders, and then pop up. That is an option as well. Bring it to shoulders, and then up. Back to shoulders, and back down. We're gonna have 20 seconds on each, or in each hand. So right hand first, hanging down, and let's go. We're sitting back, weight comes straight up, and back down. So nice quick motion as the weight comes up, controlling down, quick motion up. If you'd like to jerk it up it and come up on the tippy toes, then we can. But trying to stay as controlled as possible. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down, switching hands, 20 seconds, and let's go. Sitting back, snatch it up. Keeping a firm grip on that object or that weight. So hand is nice and closed. Deep breaths, we're inhaling down, exhaling straight to the ceiling. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight comes back down. Next up, working mainly our more shoulders. We are going to go into our lateral and front raises, so our side and front raises with our dumbbells. So here we're nice and controlled, alternating from a lateral raise, turning our wrist into the front raise. So trying to control those weights as best as we can. The slower, the better. We're going to have about 30, 40 seconds here, alternating from side to front. And let's go. A bit quicker up and nice and controlled down. Keeping a slight bend in our elbows. Make sure we're turning our wrist, so outwards for the lateral raise and facing towards us. Go for 10 more seconds, keeping the core nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Next up, working our core, mainly and a bit more shoulders. We're going to grab one of those weights and go for a trunk rotation here. So we're rotating our torso, starting at the hip, going to the shoulder, rotating the torso, bringing that weight up towards the ceiling, and back down. Having the option to be on our knees here if we'd like. We're going to have 20 seconds on each side, either knees or standing up nice and tall. Let's go from the hip to opposite shoulder. Being on our knees will just make us have to be a bit more stable. They can't jump up. I think it's difficult. We're controlling that weight from the hip, diagonally up to opposite shoulder. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and control it back down. Alternating sides, right hip, left shoulder, and let's go. Rotating, squeezing the core, feeling that work in our stomachs and in the shoulders again. Taking a slight bend in those elbows. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Control it down. Woo, we're almost there, guys. A few more movements. Next, we are going to go into a Superman here. Excuse me. So we're going to get down on the ground on our stomachs. Weight is optional here. I'm going to do it with my body weight so we can be more controlled. But we're laying nice and flat, arms and legs extended. And here we're raising either opposite arm and opposite leg, nice and controlled. Or we can raise all arms and all legs and come back down. So super controlled here. We want to take a big inhale up, hold it for a second, and exhaling it all the way back down and relaxing. So 40 seconds here, and let's go. Deep breath, and exhale. Should be looking straight down at the ground in front of us. Squeezing our glutes and our back as we hold it and release. Over halfway there, we're working our glutes, lower back and upper back here. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and control it down. Woo! Alrighty guys, finishing it out, we're gonna do a bit of cardio, and then we've got rest. So cardio here, I will be using the weights. The weight is optional. We're gonna go into mountain climbers up into a dumbbell clean. So snatching those dumbbells to the shoulders. So here we have the option to use the dumbbells in our mountain climbers, where we're gripping our dumbbells in that plank, knee to elbow, or if we prefer to have the palms down, then palms are down underneath of our shoulders, of course, in our plank, and knee to elbow. After our 6 mountain climbers, we're coming up and bringing those dumbbells to our shoulders, back down, and back out. So this is our workout, or our movement. We're gonna have 40 seconds here, trying to step outside of those weights, and either stepping or jumping back out for our mountain climbers. So 40 seconds, starting in the plank position, and let's go knee to elbow, 6 times, jumping up, snatching the dumbbells to shoulders, back down. Remembering to breathe, we're taking deep breaths, keeping the chest nice and open, sitting back into our hips, snatching up, and back out. 15 more seconds, and we've got a water break. Woo! Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can bring those weights down. Woo! Alrighty guys, getting some water, taking some deep breaths. We're gonna rest for about a minute here. We're going to go into repeating that circuit once more. A bit quicker this time around, now that we know our movements. So going through all 5 movements, and then we will have our cool down. Alrighty guys, push through this last circuit. No mercy, we're going to give it all here. 30 to 40 each movement. 15, 20 if it's single arm and or leg. Starting with that squat to press. 30 seconds, weight at chest or on shoulders in that squat stance. And let's go. We're sitting back, pressing straight up. Going at whatever pace your body is comfortable with, guys. If we want to be more controlled, then we can and pee. If you want to just throw that weight up, that's an option as well. 10 seconds. Deep breaths. Inhale down. Exhale to the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Control the weight back down. Straight into our dumbbell snatch, throwing that weight overhead in that squat stance. Right hand first, weight is hanging down through the legs. about 15 seconds. And let's go. We're sitting back, straight up. Woo! Having the option to meet at the shoulder first. So here and up, and back down. Or we're just throwing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Control the weight down. Switching sides. Let's go. Sitting back. Weight comes up. Inhale down. Exhale to the ceiling. Deep breaths, working the lower body, the core, and the shoulder. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight comes down. Woo! Deep breaths. Back into those side and front raises. Got about 30 seconds here. Remembering, weight comes out. Back to center, turn the wrist, and weight comes forward. 30 seconds, and let's go. Trying to control that weight as best as we can. Using the strength of our shoulders and our core. Halfway there. Keeping a slight bend in our knees and our elbows. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next up, going into our trunk or torso rotation, 20 seconds each side, or 15 to 20 each side. Firm grip on that weight, slide it into knees and elbows, starting with the left hip, and let's go. Left hip, up to right shoulder, either standing or we can be on our knees if we prefer that. Nice and controlled, controlling the weight down and lifting that weight up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switching sides. Right hip, left shoulder. Let's go. Straight up, reaching to the ceiling, and back down. Deep breaths. Feeling this in the core and the shoulders. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can put that weight down. And going back into our Superman here. So we're laying flat on our stomachs. Having the arms and legs extended. Having the option here, lift opposite arm, opposite leg, or both arms and legs. 30 seconds, and let's go. Nice and controlled up. Hold it, and release back down. Nice and slow. To be looking straight out in front of us, and straight down at the floor. Halfway there, squeezing the glutes and back up, and releasing down. Inhale and exhale. to those mountain climbers with a dumbbell clean. So bringing our weights here. If we'd like to just do those mountain climbers, then that's an option as well. The weight is with our shoulders, or we're just using one and it's sitting under our chest. We're gonna go 30 seconds. Remembering 6 climbers, jumping or stepping up. Dumbbells come to shoulders, back through our legs, sitting back, and jumping and stepping back out. 30 seconds here. Finish it out strong, guys. And let's go. Woo! Jumping up, sitting back. Weight comes to shoulders. Sitting back into our squat. And we're back out. Going at whatever pace we're comfortable with. Either stepping or jumping. Squeezing those glutes up. And core tight. In these climbers, 10 seconds. Remember to breathe, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish that rep out. And control the weight down. Woo! How are you guys feeling? Give yourselves a pat on the back. Roll those shoulders out. Let's get some water. All right, taking these next few minutes to just stretch out. We're gonna roll the shoulders, starting back, big circles, retracting the upper back here. And let's go forward, standing up nice and tall, just rolling the shoulders forward, letting the arms hang. Last one, and then just reaching towards our toes, letting the torso hang down. Reaching as far as we're comfortable with, maybe rocking from side to side, rotating towards opposite foot. Slight bend in those knees. And sitting back up, we're going to take a seat down on our bums on the ground. Sitting up nice and tall. Chest is open. We're going to reach to one side. Making that arch with our bodies. Having the option to come down on the forearm for a deeper stretch. Feeling that in our side. In the upper back. Coming back to center, sitting up nice and tall, and switching sides, rotating, and coming down on the forearm if we'd like to. Coming back to center, again we're going to reach towards the toes for our forward fold. Feeling the stretch in our back and in the hamstrings, in the back of our legs. Taking deep breaths. Sitting back up, nice and tall. We're going to bring both of the feet in for a butterfly. So pressing the feet together. Lengthening the spine, opening up the chest, and fluttering the knees down towards the ground. Just as far as we're comfortable, feeling the stretch in our inner thighs. Maybe rolling that neck out. And bringing the legs back out. We're going to lay on our backs. stay nice and flat, extending our legs. We're bringing our low back pressed into the ground. We're going to take that right knee, bringing it into chest. We're going to give it a big squeeze for a lying knee hug. Squeezing tighter and tighter every breath. Feeling that stretch in the back of our legs and the hamstrings, the hips. You can roll that ankle out if you'd like to. And then taking that knee across the body, just rotating our hips, keeping the shoulder blades pressed down, and bringing that knee as close as we can to the ground beside us. Feeling that stretch in our glutes, our hips, and our spine. And laying back flat and extending the leg back out. Doing the same thing with that left leg. Bringing the knee in, giving it a squeeze, and trying to get it closer and closer with each breath. Nice and steady. Low back is flat. Feeling that deep stretch in our hamstrings and our hips and knees. We can roll that ankle out as well if we'd like. Just alternating rotations. And then next, taking that knee across the body, keeping the shoulder blades pressed down. Bring it as far as we can. Then the stretch of the hips, the glutes, and our spine here. Bringing the knee back over and extending the legs back out. Rolling over onto our stomachs. Bringing the hands by the shoulders. We're going to press the fingertips down, make the feet flat, and extend the arms up into a cobra. Opening up the chest and rolling the shoulders back. Lengthening our neck and chin. Feeling the stretch in our stomachs. Taking deep breaths. Our next big inhale, we can sit the hips back, open the knees a bit wider, and exhale into a child's pose. Laying the torso down, curling the fingertips out in front of us, and letting your head fall in between your arms. Relaxing the neck. Feeling this stretch in our upper back, shoulders, and our hips. Taking this time to be proud of yourself for getting through today's workout. Relieving some stress. Thinking of things we're grateful for. And whenever you are and your body are ready, you can sit back up, crisscross applesauce, and that is all I have for you guys this afternoon. Today's strength circuit workout. I hope you guys enjoyed today's class. I hope you guys didn't mind that I was at home today, so I'm not feeling my best. But if I don't see you guys tomorrow for my Guts and Buds class, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week and an awesome Thanksgiving break with family and or friends and or yourself. Get some water, grab a snack, stay happy and healthy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Have a great day.